Hey y'all, if y'all are new to my channel, welcome. And if y'all have been following me for a while, welcome back. I am your girl, D. Kenyatta Nicole. Today, what we're going to be talking about is how I lost 100 pounds. We're going to be talking about what are some things that I did to lose 100 pounds, my pros and cons of what I did. Better recognize when I see you, I really want you. Hit the club for you. Light skin got it new too. Even look like long too. I be tripping with this money, yeah. Hit the strip. So I'm back in the room. I'm getting prepped from surgery. I'm not that nervous. I was really nervous before. But I don't think I'm that nervous. I prayed. It's in God's hand. He's gonna cover me. So I'm just excited. I'm just look, I guess anxious of the after. So we'll see. Alrighty. Doing that now. Exactly. Because now everybody know. Because at first I wasn't telling people what I did. It's like that. At first I wasn't. I had to make sure it worked. Don't worry. So for me, y'all, I feel like I've been on a weight loss journey my whole entire life. And I remember, like, I'll look back at some pictures, and I was smaller as a young girl, but I feel like once how did it freaking explode? Did you hear that? As soon as I put the knife through it, the damn watermelon exploded, basically. That's weird. My dad died at like 7 or 8 years old, and I remember staying at my grandmother's house, and she would cook us cornbread and Alaskan syrup, right? And so I would always tease my grandmother and be like, Big Mama, because we call my grandma Big Mama. I was like, Big Mom, you messed up my metabolism. Ever since I stayed with you and I was eating cornbread and Alaskan syrup, I ended up gaining weight. So for me, I felt like that I've had a weight issue all my life. That's one of the things that I've struggled with. I've always been on different type of diets, like every type of diet. Every diet that you can name, I've been on it. And then after I had my kids, it all just went downhill from there. I remember the age of like 13, 14 years old, me and my cousins, we always would go to the gym. After we would leave the gym, right, we would go right to, I remember going to Subway and then getting food that like defeated the purpose of us working out. I remember, the first time when I ever lost 60 pounds, I lost 60 pounds. It was a part of my life to where when I lost the 60 pounds, and this was after my kids, I did a weight loss program, and that was my first time ever losing that much weight. So I did a weight loss program, and I just remember at that time that I was not comfortable. When I lost the 60 pounds, my mental wasn't right, because I had gotten tired of people coming up to me like, girl, you lost so much weight, what you did, you look so good. And that bothered me. I didn't realize how it bothered me, because I was like, well, what did I look like before? I started second guessing myself and just like, well, damn, what did I look like at first? And so from that journey, I end up gaining my weight back. And I remember sharing that with a few people, and they were like, that's crazy. Why would you think that? So I thought something was wrong with me. And so I never really shared that with people on how I felt. So fast forward to 3 years ago, because today marks my 3rd year of me losing 100 pounds and keeping it off at that, right? So 3 years ago, when I decided to do what I did, I remember I did not tell a lot of people because I didn't want anyone thoughts to affect my decision. It was something that I decided to do. I was adamant about it. I even told my husband, like, look, this is what I'm doing. With or without your support, weight has always been my struggle, something that I have struggled with. And I knew the first thing that he was going to say was, well, Kenyatta, you can just do this to lose weight. You don't have to do those measures. And I was like, you know what? I've tried everything. I tried every single thing, and I've always gained my weight back. Or, I would lose it for a little bit. I've tried keto. I did this one weight loss program called, the first time I lost 60 pounds, I did something called, was it LA weight loss. So I did that. I've done keto. I've done cabbage diet, like all the fad diets that are out there. Your girl have done them. So at this point in my life, I went on a journey with working on myself. And when I decided to really work on myself, work on my mental, guess what? I was able to do it. I only told a few people that what I was doing, and everybody that I told, they basically supported me. My husband at first, he wasn't, to me, he supported me, but it was the fear. You know how all the time, anytime you get any type of surgery or anything like that, I think the first thing that people do is fear. And a lot of times people, without them knowing, they'll put those fears and those insecurities onto you and not even know that that's what's going on. So 3 years ago, it happened just so fast. I went to the doctor. When I went to the doctor, that looks so crazy. I went to the doctor and okay, so let's back up. So my cousin had gotten the surgery, and she was looking really, really good. I said, girl, wait a minute now. It was something that I wanted to do in the past, but I got scared and I chickened out. But after seeing her, I said, you know what? I'm going to look into it and I'm going to do it too. So I looked at my insurance didn't cover it. I was like, okay, what am I going to do? How am I going to do this? So I went to the doctor. I made my appointment anyways. I talked to them. And this was before I knew how I was going to pay for it or anything. Well, I talked to them. They told me what was the cost going to be. And I just did not worry about the how. When I went, the coordinator, she was trying to get me in within 2 weeks. And I was like, wait a minute, honey. That's too soon. I have clients on my books. 2 weeks, that's just too close. So we pushed it out for I think a month. So when I pushed it out a month, she told me all the things that I needed to do, all the tests that I needed to get done. I did that. I got a credit card. Credit card was able to pay for my surgery. And y'all, the rest is history. It's been 3 years now. Today, July 14th, marks 3 years that I did the sleeve. I had the gastric sleeve 3 years ago. I was just telling my friend yesterday, my son's birthday was yesterday. Yes, when I remember that day because we went to the hibachi grill, and I'm gonna show y'all a picture. We went to the hibachi grill, and it was his birthday. I wasn't able to eat, so I had to sit there and just eat the broth. Y'all know the broth that they give you when you go to the hibachi place, like the soup. All I could eat was the soup with nothing in it. Because if I ate anything else, guess what? I wouldn't have been able to get my surgery. And I wanted to make sure I got my surgery, honey. So I ate, I drunk, really not eat, but I drunk the, y'all, why I can't talk? But I drunk the broth. And then that next day I went into surgery. So it's been 3 years to this date. I was a little scared. Y'all saw the video. I was a little scared, but I was anxious too. What I can remember, because I did not document, like, I didn't know that I was gonna be sharing my journey, and so I really did not document my journey like that. So I thought I can cut up stuff and tell y'all the story. I'm like, let me sit my butt down and let me get some water. So my weight loss journey, like I was saying, I got the gastro sleeve. With the sleeve, they actually cut 80% of your stomach. By them doing that, you're only able to eat a little bit. So my stomach has stretched out more than what it was when I first got the surgery. I was only able to eat like 2 bites and then get super, super full once I was able to get on solids. So that was like a hard adjustment for me because I am a foodie and I do love to eat. I didn't just I'm not gonna lie and just say, how some women, and I ain't knocking nobody, but some women be like, oh, I don't eat that much, but I gain a lot of weight. No, I love to eat. Like, that's just, eating is one of those things. Was one of those things that we celebrate through eating. When something happened, eat. Like, it's just one of those things. I am a foodie. I love to eat. Going out to dinner, that was hard as well, because when you get the sleeve, basically you either have to eat 30 minutes before you drink, or drink 30 minutes before you eat. But you can't do both of them at the same time. So that was something that I had to get adjusted to and used to. Also, too, by me being a foodie and love to eat, looking at a plate and was like, oh my God, I'm so hungry. Now, one of the things that I did love, and now I can feel that it, if you don't do right, it'll come back. But by me getting the sleeve, it does take your that hunger side away, so you're not really hungry. But when you're doing what you're not supposed to be doing, that'll come back. One of the other things that was difficult for me is yes, it was hard for me at first, because especially when I started to figure out the different foods that I can eat and the different foods that, was not, like, just trying to relearn how to eat, basically. And so at first, it was like when you're just on liquids, all you do is liquids. And then after that, I transitioned to eating solid foods. Well, everything that I ate was like making me super full. And I'm like, damn. So I was I was doing things that I was not supposed to be doing, but I'm gonna be very transparent with y'all. So I was sitting there when it came to chips. I was sitting up there like licking all the flavor off the chips and then throwing them away. That was strike number one that I didn't need to be doing. Another one of my things that I was doing was I was eating a lot of sweets and a lot of cakes because with the sweets, they were just going down, not like donuts and things like that because that was too doughy, but cakes. They were going down really easily and I wasn't getting full super quick. So then I started turning to a lot of sweets. And so I started feeling really funny and I was like, wait a minute. I did not get this surgery just so I can revert back. Kenyatta, get it together. You don't want to get this surgery and now you have other problems that you did not have, like diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, things like that. So I had to really learn how to really eat and how to eat properly and know to use this as a tool. And I still have to do my part as well. And so that's one of the things why I turned to juicing, because with the juicing, it cuts those sugar cravings from me. And it also helps me to go to the bathroom really good. And, with my skin, I have some breakouts right now because, I have my days. I wouldn't change what I did for the world. I do feel like when I first started working, I did work on my emotional part of it. I didn't do a therapist. I actually did a light worker coach. And so when I worked with her, one of the things when we first had our meeting, she said, Kenyatta, what is one of the things that you did and that you're super proud of? And I was like, my weight loss journey. And she was like, well, what did you do? And I told her what I did. And she said, how did you know that wasn't your way the whole time? And I was like, what do you mean by that? She said, you try other things. You did this, you did that. None of the things worked. But then when you did this worked. So you always have to remember your way is the right way. And so anytime I'm second guessing myself and I'm like, oh, am I on the right track? Am I doing this? Am I doing it right? Blah, blah, blah. I always remember what she said and remember that my way is the right way. So I thank God for her because I seeked her after I got the sleeve. And so this journey it has truly been a journey. It's been a learning journey for me, like just because like I say, I've always been a foodie. I've always just loved to eat. So now I'm relearning on how to eat and still relearning just I don't have to overdo it. I can still eat the things that I love and reintroducing myself to new things too, because this journey is new and I have to, do new things. I have to do something different in order to get a different result. And I feel like I'm always going to have different parts of my journey. Like in the beginning, I worked out a whole lot. I actually was smaller than what I am now. My goal have always been, I want to be at 145, 150. I'm at that goal right now. I don't weigh myself. I haven't weighed myself in about 2 weeks because I know that now I'm at my goal weight. But I do want to tone. There is some areas that I want to work on and I do want to tone. So I do know that I do have to get back into the gym. I started off at my heaviest that I have gotten was 260 something pounds. But when I started off my weight loss journey, I was like at 240 something. Now, like I said, I have not weighed myself in 2 weeks or so. The last time I weighed myself, I was like at 147. So I'm happy with my weight, with the weight that I am at right now. I like to stay in between the 140s and don't get bigger than 150. That's my comfortable range, between the 140 and 150. I got all the way down, y'all, to 36 pounds. I've never remember myself being that way. And I was just like, wait a minute, bitch, you don't lost too much weight. And so I didn't feel comfortable at that weight at that time. So I did go back up, and my doctor told me like, oh, I needed to be at that weight. And I was just like, they have these charts. And I was just like, I don't want to be that size. Like, I felt so weird. But my stomach was a lot smaller. Now I'm thinking like, do I want to go back to that size? I don't know. Things may change. But I'm super grateful. I'm glad that I did what I did, So for y'all that are out there and you're thinking about, whatever your journey is, do what makes you happy. Do it for you, and you don't look for other people for validations. It's not easy. This is a tool. You still have to do your part when it comes to, you losing weight. When it comes to if you decide to do the surgery or not. I have people in my inbox that have asked me, give me they want my opinion, my journey, they just want advice. And I always tell people like my journey is different, just like your journey is going to be different as well. But you got to make sure that you know that this is a tool. And one of the things that I would say is do some type of counseling. If you are an emotional eater, then you need to figure out what are your triggers. I am an emotional eater. When I'm stressed, I eat. When I'm happy, I eat. So for me, knowing that, now I'm able to control it, and now I'm able to eat more healthier or pick up the things that's going to be healthy for me versus eating a chip, eating sweets and eating candy and things, chocolate, because I'm not really a candy fan. It's more of chocolate. So when I figured that out, like, yes, you really are an emotional eater. Now you have to find things that can help you when you do get stressed. What are some of the other things that can help you? And now it's either juicing or it's fruits. Now, don't get me wrong. I do have my times to where I do fall off sometimes, but I make sure that I do not stay on that journey, because I never want to get to where I was. That's the old me. That's Kiki. So y'all hear me say Kiki. That was Kiki. I'm not Kiki anymore. I am the Kenyatta Nicole. We're on a whole nother journey. This is something that I always wanted to be this size. I wear a size medium. I can I'm like a size, been between a size 6 or I think I'm a size 8 now. I'm not for sure. I ain't bought no clothes in a minute. But I love the journey that I'm on right now. Each stage, I even feel like this stage in my weight loss journey is different as well, because I'm learning, like I'm basically listening to my body, learning what my body like, what my body don't like. And when I eat this type of food, what does it do to my body? What does it do to my face? What does it do to my hair? So I'm on a different journey right now in this phase. And I had to learn that too. Some of the things that I love to do as far as like my exercise routine, I don't like those things anymore. So now I'm even learning on this phase, on this phase of my journey, what is my workout regimen going to be like? But I do know that I do need a workout schedule, because I do want to tone. And when I was working out, I had a person. There was one time that I had 3 gyms. I had a personal trainer. I was working out at Orange Theory and also Planet Fitness, all at the same time. I had those 3 gyms. And when I tell y'all fit, baby, your girl was like super toned, everything. So when I was putting this vlog together, looking back at my old pictures, and I was like, oh my God, I gotta get back. But I know one of the things that happened, I ended up getting into a car accident at the beginning of last year, and ever since then, my workouts have been different. So I'm gonna get back, but I'm still at my goal weight. But far as like my toneness, I want to be more toned. I was more toned, and yeah, so I want to get on here, and first off, I want to celebrate my 3 years of me losing on my weight loss journey. And I'm trying not to say journey, because I feel like I've have been on a weight loss journey my whole life, but it's been 3 years since I have, been on this journey of I reached my goal weight. I'm so proud of myself because I did it. I stuck with it. I've been consistent, and each part is a different journey. So y'all keep watching. I hope this video inspired y'all. And I just want to tell y'all my journey on how I lost 100 pounds, what I did. I love y'all, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye. Spin, back, pull up, spin.